Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video, I want to talk about Whatnot and eBay and like the differences between the two platforms. I sell on both, so I can give you like a little like perspective from a Canadian seller selling on both platforms. So main thing I would say with Whatnot is, it's a lot different than eBay. Obviously, it's kind of like a social media kind of component to it as well. People follow you, and you're setting up shows, you're live on camera, you're showing the item to your customers, you're interacting with the customers. It's more like transparency that way. And obviously, like, the bidding is different. eBay used to be an auction site, and then it kind of slowly turned into just like a buy it now kind of marketplace. But I think the live on camera component of it really changes things, and it makes it very unique. So what I do, what I think Whatnot is good for is, if you have cheaper merchandise that you want to move quickly, or maybe you have some clearance stuff that you kind of just want to get rid of, clear it out cheap, quick. It's good for that. And yeah, you're moving. It's more about volume than how much you're gonna make per item, right? Versus eBay. You're listing stuff. You're trying to get as much as you can. It takes a little bit more time for it to sell, but you get more. So that's kind of like the difference between the two. But for me, I use both. Like, I use eBay for my higher end stuff, my items that I'm selling that are $20 and up. And then Whatnot, I'll just put my cheaper items under 20 bucks. I'll put it on Whatnot. I'll do a show if I have if I get a collection of items, like 50 games or whatever. I'll just do a show, and I'll just move them all out quick, like that way. So that's kind of the main differences between the two. So eBay, you're kind of, the time you spend creating the listing, doing the pictures, listing the item, that doing that on eBay is like doing a show on Whatnot. So those things you're doing on eBay, to create a listing, you're doing that live. You're showing the item live. You're talking to the customer directly. So that's kind of like the difference. You're still doing that work, but it's just you're doing it differently. So I think it's good because you have less issues with customers. Like, you have less issues with customers trying to return stuff. Like eBay, it doesn't really matter how well you describe an item, how well you ship it, how quickly you ship it. There's always gonna be, some people that want to return it or leave you negative feedback. It doesn't happen that often, but it's always happens. There's always someone that gives you a hard time on eBay, no matter what. And like with Whatnot, I feel like, well, it hasn't happened to me yet since I've been on there, and I haven't had any negative feedback either. And I think that's just because, the customer is getting to know you, because they see you're talking directly to them. So it kind of cuts out, those kind of issues, which is good. Another thing is shipping. What's the difference in the shipping? eBay, I don't charge anything. I just do free shipping. I feel like that's the easiest way to do it. And then I just have chit chats. I just import the shipments into chit chats, and then I just print out my labels like that. Versus Whatnot is on the platform, so they handle all the shipping. They charge the customer, and then you print the label out, on Whatnot. So it's pretty much like similar thing. Whatnot though is what they do that's good is they bundle items. So say a customer comes in your show, they buy one game, they pay full price for shipping for that game, but then all the items after that they only charge 50 cents. So it's another good way of moving a lot of inventory you can have like 2 people in your show and sell like a bunch of stuff, and you only need 2 people, right? It's just an easier way to move stuff. So that's a good thing with shipping on Whatnot. Um, fees are about the same. You know, eBay is around 13%. I think Whatnot it's around the same. So not much difference there. But yeah, that's kind of, that's kind of my perspective on both platforms. I think eBay's gonna stick around. I don't see eBay going anywhere. It's been around forever. But I think Whatnot, I think is gonna grow. I think more brands will probably start to, join Whatnot and start selling on there. Just because it's so easy and you can move so much merchandise on there within like a short period of time. I know there's a lot of big Whatnot sellers that sold on eBay and they completely shifted their whole business onto Whatnot, and they just sell on Whatnot because they had, they build up their following, and they're probably just able to make more versus selling on eBay faster, right? So I can see like bigger brands hopping on maybe in the future, hopping onto Whatnot and selling like directly to their customer like that. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Have you guys sold on Whatnot? How do you like it in comparison to eBay? I know every business is different, so I'm interested to hear what you guys think. But yeah, that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.